What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? It's your boy back, Big Pat Sports Talk. You know I'm going to talk my talk no matter what anybody thought. This is going to be my reaction to the Buccaneers playing the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers versus the GOAT, Tom Brady, in the NFC Championship game. We're going to listen to a little bit of Get Up off ESPN, Ryan Clark, Rex Ryan, Dan Orlovsky. They're going to give their take on what this matchup, the implications of this matchup. And I'm going to chime in, man. This is going to be my reaction. Thank you guys for tuning in. Who's looking right now? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into the video, man.
This will be the 7th playoff matchup between quarterbacks with multiple MVPs entering the game. Brady versus Peyton, the only other one we've seen in the last 15 years. You see some of the matchups that we have seen in the past. And so
just to show the matchup here, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, this is one of only the fourth time this is where the two starting quarterbacks in the NFC Championship game has been multiple MVP winners. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers this season. Brady and Peyton Manning, 13 and 15. Warner and Brett, 2001. And Steve Young and Brett, and 96 through 98. This game has major implications, man. Legacy is on the line right here. I want the Packers to beat the Buccaneers for the same reasons I wanted the Saints to beat the Buccaneers. I want Aaron Rodgers to get that second chip, man. Because that guy gets the second chip, man. You have to put him just below Tom Brady and Joe Montana, man. Thing about Aaron Rodgers, man, that dude, man, one of the greatest throwers of the football in NFL history, if not the greatest. It's between him and Dan Marino. But I think he does things Dan Marino can as far as like throwing angles and be able to get out the pocket. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks you'll ever see play this game, man. Some of the throws this guy makes is ridiculous. He was doing things like Mahomes before Mahomes came into the league. Some of the magical throws he's thrown, man. The best Hail Mary thrower that's ever been in this game. If you guys remember that pass he threw against the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Cowboys in the playoffs that year, to get the game-winning field goal at the end, man. This dude is amazing. I've always been an Aaron Rodgers fan. It's just that same thing with Drew Brees, man. When it comes to these playoff games, man, I just don't know what it is. He'll shine through the whole season, the whole regular season, maybe even get a playoff victory. Then all of a sudden, it just crumbles, man. I don't understand it. Tom Brady on the other side, he's going for a 7th ring, man. Ridiculous. 7 rings? That's ridiculous, man. That's why he's the GOAT, man. He's Lord of the Rings. Tom Brady always gets it done. That's what separates him from all the other great quarterbacks, man. He just gets it done in the playoffs. But let's tune back into the video, see what they have to say.
And so, just as we sort of have our first look ahead to what will be one of the most hyped games we could ever possibly imagine. Green Bay and Tampa Bay played Week 6. Tampa Bay beat them 38-10. Aaron Rodgers has thrown only 5 interceptions the whole year. He threw 2 in that game. So, Rex, why should we think this is going to be different?
Well, I think it's going to be different because Green Bay's defense is playing a heck of a lot better right now than they did during that time. And Devontae Adams was coming off an injury, been out for a couple of weeks, and that offense just looked out of sync. They really did. Now, I get where you're coming from. As dominant as Tampa's defense looked, I mean, Todd Bowles is going to do this with the game plan. Blow the dust off it. All right, boys, this is what we're going to run again, because it looked like they could have stayed out there for a week and Green Bay done nothing in that game. So I don't expect a whole lot of changes from Todd Bowles and company this week, but I think Green Bay, they are playing at such a high level right now. I think it's the game's definitely going to be different than it was the last.
Both these teams are.
Yeah, harping on what the great defensive coordinator, the great coach of the Jets, the great Rex Ryan, man. I always loved that guy as well, man. He was always entertaining. Good coach. I won't call him a great coach, but a good coach and a great defensive coordinator, man. That 3-4 that he ran was amazing. But to hit the topic that he was talking about, then this is going to be a very different game. The first game, Tampa Bay blew out the Packers 38-10, but this is a different Packers team now, man. This is a different Aaron Rodgers. There's a guy named Davante Adams that's going to be on the field now. And don't get it twisted, man. The Packers have plenty of weapons. Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams, that tight end, I always forget his name, the tight end. You got Davante Adams, Lazard. They have plenty of weapons. Amon-Ra, Ra. Like, Aaron Rodgers is playing out of his mind right now. Like, there's no quarterback playing better than Aaron Rodgers right now, man. And that defense of the Packers has been balling. Those Smith brothers out there, that defensive backfield, they've been stepping up tremendously. This is going to be a very, very different game, especially with the news of Antonio Brown may not be playing. He may be injured. So you're going to have other receivers that are going to have to step up. Chris Godwin's has a case of the dropsies right now. And Mike Evans, man, I really haven't seen him during these playoffs, to be honest with you. So it's going to be a very good game, man. But I will say that Buccaneers defense is no joke either, man. They got linebackers that run at DB speeds. They're sideline to sideline. They're DBs. They're big. They're strong. They're fast. You got Antoine Winfield Jr. out there playing safety. You know who his father was. Antoine Winfield playing just like his dad out there. Aggressive. Instinctive. And you got the GOAT, man. You got Tom Brady over there. And that offense is no joke as well. You got Gronk. You got the GOAT. You got Evans. You got Godwin. I mean, you got what's the little receiver, the little slot receiver that they has. He always has a knack of getting open at certain periods of time. So also you got Brady as well out there. So this is going to be an exciting game, folks. But just to piggyback on what Rex Ryan said, man, this is going to be a hell of a different game, man. It's not going to be a 38-10. I tell you that now. The Packers are ready, man. I'm not a Packers fan. I'm really not that much of a Aaron Rodgers fanatic, but I always loved the way that guy played, man. And if anybody deserves to get one this year, it should be the Packers because they have been balling. They have the MVP, and Aaron Rodgers, like I said, he's just a bad man, to quote Stephen A. Smith, man. But let's get back into the video, see what else, what other takes they have.
So how is it different, Dan Orlovsky? How is that game different from what this one is going to be?
Well, Rodgers isn't going to turn the ball over like that. Second of all, Matt LaFleur is going to study that tape and go, okay, what were we not good at? You know, that was really when their pre-snap or at the snap motion was rolling, and Tampa Bay was the first team to kind of counter it where they blitzed off the motion. So he's going to have answers for that. I promise you he will have a much better plan for their blitz package because they didn't really have a good plan for the blitz package when they met in Week 6. I'd expect a lot of perimeter screens versus it for Green Bay's offense. And I think these teams are very different than they were 2.5, 3 months ago, where conceptually, schematically, personnel-wise, this will be a fantastic football game. And also, this game's in Green Bay. It's not in Tampa Bay. That is a huge factor for Tampa Bay's offense and their success.
Yep.
Mr. Dan Orlovsky makes a good point. This game is not in warm Tampa Bay. This game is going to be in the frozen tundra of Green Bay. It may be a little snow. It's definitely going to be windy, and it's definitely going to be cold as hell out there. So that could be effective on that Tampa Bay offense as well. Aaron Rodgers and company, they're used to it. They play in it every year. That's a major advantage. Can that Tampa Bay offense do what they do in warm weather and this cold weather? Can they throw it all over the field in this cold weather? I think they're going to have to rely on Jones and Leonard Fournette a lot more in this game. And guess what? The Packers' rush defense has been outstanding the past half of the season going into the playoffs. That Packers defense might show y'all something this Sunday, man. I got the Packers winning. And that Packers defense, man, those Smith brothers, they're going to pressure Tom Brady. They're going to make him move off his spot. And we're going to see, man. We're going to see what the GOAT and that Tampa Bay offense is made of, man, playing in this cold weather against them boys out there in Green Bay, man. Green Bay is ready, man. Aaron Rodgers is ready, man. I'm telling you, man, if this is the year for Aaron Rodgers to get his second ring, this year is the year for Aaron Rodgers to get that second ring. I don't see Tampa Bay beating them, and I don't see Kansas City beating them. I'm just being honest with you. I don't see Kansas City beating them, man. Because that Packers offense can play with anybody, and that defense has stepped up tremendously. And as far as the Packers go on offense, I believe their coach is going to have something in plan for that blitz defense of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going to put pressure on that front four of the Buccaneers to get the job done, to get to Aaron Rodgers. Because if they don't get to Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers are going to eat them alive, man. There's not a corner on the Buccaneers that I believe that could shut Devontae Adams down and not let him get stats this game. Devontae Adams, top 3 receiver in the league. I said it here, man. I'm going to talk my talk no matter what you thought, man. Devontae Adams is a top 3 receiver in this league. Only receivers I would take over him right now is Hopkins and a healthy Julio Jones. It's the only 2 receivers I'll take over him right now. And that's just fact, man. That man is a baller. You look at that man's route running. You look at that man's feet when he runs routes, man. It's ridiculous how he just abuses corners out there. Don't forget, this man just put stats up on Jalen Ramsey in the Rams game, man. And Jalen Ramsey is arguably the best corner in the league, consistently all-pro, and just shuts top receivers down. But not Devontae. Devontae Adams is a different breed, man. He wanted all the smoke with Jalen Ramsey, bro. He wanted him. Came to the field and told him, hey, bring it. Follow me. Bring your tail over here, man. Let me show you what I got over here, bro. Come on here and get some of these feet. It's the same man that had Chad Johnson in tears because he saw the way his feet moved when he ran his route. And who better know, who better to tell you about quick feet than Ocho? Better do your research, man. Let's get back to this video.
Yeah, they haven't played a real cold weather game. At Washington a couple of weeks ago, but they haven't played a real cold weather game in a while. So, RC, we come to you. You have played against Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl. You have played against Tom Brady in championship games. Give us your sense of these 2 legends going head-to-head on Sunday.
I mean, this is my favorite matchup of the weekend, and obviously there's only 2, but I know a lot of people are interested in the young guns on the other side. These are the 2 best quarterbacks I ever faced during my career, and it was for different reasons. Tom was always ahead. Tom always understood where the blitz was coming, where the open man would be. But when you play a guy like Aaron Rodgers, none of that stuff matters. And I remember watching Aaron Rodgers in 2010, 2011, 14, and thinking to myself, he could never play better than this. I've never seen a quarterback more efficient, more comfortable until I watched Aaron Rodgers play this year. Mm-hmm. He is in full control of this offense right now. And it seemed that early on in the season, he thought and he could believe that this team could be good. But now he knows. Now he knows what Alan Lazard brings to the team. Now he knows what Robert Tonyan can be. We finally saw a 3-headed monster at running back.
There it goes. That's that tight end's name, Robert Tonyan. I always forget that tight end name, man. Sorry, Packers fans. I always forget his name, but it's Robert Tonyan. That dude is essential to that offense. He might not be the fastest, he might not be the strongest or the most versatile tight end, but he always finds a way to get open. And it's not just a 2-3 yard pass. This dude always gets open like 20 yards down the field. It's like how Jason Witten gets open. Jason Witten, you know, that dude is one of the slowest tight ends to ever step on the field, but for some reason, that dude is always open. He just has a knack to get open. Same thing with this Tonyan guy, man. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you in this game. Robert Tonyan, Valdez-Scantling. Remember those 2 names in this game, man. A lot of people bash the Packers to saying that they don't have no weapons. Oh, Aaron Rodgers never thrown to a first-round pick. Hey, look. That man has weapons out there. There's no excuses. I will say that there's no excuses in this game for either side. Aaron Rodgers has weapons. He has Aaron Jones. He has Jamal Williams. He has Toney. He has Scanlon. He has Lazard. He has St. Brown. He has Devontae Adams. That offensive line is blocking amazing, even with their left tackle out. So there's no excuses for the Packers this coming up Sunday, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. I'm going to talk my talk. No matter what you thought, I don't want to hear no excuses for either one of these teams. Both these teams are stacked. Both these teams have MVP winning quarterbacks, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. They have Super Bowl aspirations. There's no excuses. I don't want to hear anything when one of these teams lose. Do not come to this channel talking that noise, talking about somebody didn't have enough help. BS. These are the two best teams in the NFC. And let's see who wins this Sunday, man. And like Ryan Clark said, man, Aaron Rodgers playing this year has been absolutely dominant. The precise accuracy, the way he's moving in the pocket. This is like he's playing like an Aaron Rodgers 6 years younger this year. So let's get it, man. I'm excited for this game, man. I don't know if you can tell by the way I'm talking, but I'm excited for this game. I'm ready to see who's better. And I want the Packers to win. I want the Packers to come out and do what they're supposed to do. And I want Aaron Rodgers to get that second ring. And he will be the third best quarterback of all time. Hands down over Peyton, over Drew Brees, over Brett, over all those guys. The only two quarterbacks that would be ahead of him is Joe Montana, because he was 4-0 in the Super Bowl, and because Tom Brady has 6 rings. You cannot put him over those two. But I tell you what, if Aaron Rodgers gets a third ring, we're going to have a conversation about him and Joe Montana. I promise you that. Let's get back to Ryan Clark.
Last week or this week against the Los Angeles Rams. This is a different team. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a different team. But these are two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time playing at the biggest moment of this season. And we have to cherish this. We have to relish this. And the one thing that's different about this week than last week against the Saints is that number 12 from the Green Bay Packers still has it. And he has it in bunches. And it's going to be fun to watch these two legends battle. Go ahead, Dan.
I just think the stress that Green Bay's offense is going to be very different than what they gave them in Week 6 as well. Like, this is an offense that is going to stress them defensively, Tampa, way more than New Orleans did. I mean, the ability to push the ball downfield with Allen Lazard, we saw it against Green Bay. Rodgers' ability to get outside the pocket and move. Remember, like, that's not something that Drew is able to do. You got to cover the tight ends. And this is going to be a physical run game. This is a run game that has really developed both physically and also scheme-wise to get the ball to perimeter. So, you know, this is a team in Green Bay that has really learned a lot about itself over the past 2.5 months. And again, this is going to be a remarkable football game by both talent-wise and the coaching.
Yeah, Mr. Orlovsky makes a great point there. We're getting towards the end of the video. I'm going to pause it right there, but he makes a great point. The Packers are a different beast from New Orleans, man. Let's be real. Let's be real, y'all. Aaron Rodgers is a totally different beast from Drew Brees. Drew Brees can't get out that pocket like Aaron Rodgers can. Did you see the play that he made last week against the Rams? Did you see him run that into the end zone? Drew Brees can't do that. Yeah, the Saints got Alvin Kamara, but Aaron Jones ain't no joke either. Neither is Jamal Williams. They have a better power running game. Those receivers for the Packers are really going to test the Buccaneers. I'm telling you, man, they have more receiver talent than you think, man. Those boys can play. I've looked at them this whole second half of this year. I've looked at them. They've been dominant. They've been precise. They play, man. They play at a different pace, man, than everybody else, bro. Like I said, that tight end is something serious out there. He always finds a way to get open. I don't understand it, but he just does. If the Buccaneers don't get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Nobody's going to be able to stay with that offense of the Packers if you don't get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. If you let Aaron Rodgers maneuver that pocket the way he's been doing this whole season, he's going to put up at least 30 to 35 points. Can you outscore him, Tom Brady? That's what it's going to come down to this game, folks. Can Tom Brady outscore Aaron Rodgers in this playoff game? Whose defense is going to step up? Whose defense is going to just say, no, we're not letting you in here? Whose defense can play the bend but don't break game? Whose defense can hold the other team to field goals instead of touchdowns? Whose defense is going to be able to do that? This is going to be a great game, folks. It's going to be a hell of a game, man. I can't wait till this Sunday to see it. My pick is the Green Bay Packers in that frozen tundra in Lambeau Field. And it's time for Aaron Rodgers to bring another Lombardi home, man. I'm telling you. If there's a year for Aaron Rodgers to get that elusive second ring, it's got to be this year. This is the best chance that he has. It's the best chance that he has, man. And I believe he's going to do it. I believe Aaron Rodgers is going to get that second ring this year. And he's going to be in talks to be the number 3 rated quarterback of all time, folks. Think about that. Number 3 of all time. And if he gets another one, arguably number 2 of all time, because his arm talent, the way he plays quarterback, is better than Joe Montana. Joe Cool just had what Tom Brady has, man. He's just a winner. He just finds ways to win. But when it comes to the eye test, Aaron Rodgers is better than all. When it comes just to actual quarterback talent, if you take Super Bowls out of it, he's the best of all time. But the way I rate things, winning matters. And so you got them rings, man. You the thing, man. But you know I'm going to talk my talk. This is Big Pat Sports Talk, and I got the Packers winning the NFC Championship 38-24 over Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers. Over Tom Brady and them Buccaneers out there. Sorry, Tom, you don't get your 7th ring this year. Maybe next year, because I know you're coming back, because you got to play another season to put that stamp on it, that it wasn't just Belichick. It was actually you. And we're going to come to that subject as well, man. That Bill Belichick, Tom Brady subject. Who was it? Who was it more? Was it Tom Brady or was it Belichick? Right now, Tom Brady got the upper hand, man. Can you imagine what happens if Tom Brady wins another Super Bowl without Belichick? Ooh. What's that going to do for Mr. Bill's legacy? What they going to say about that, man? You know I'm going to talk my talk. You know I'm going to have something to say about it. But I just don't think it happens this year, man. I think Super 12 out there in Green Bay is going to get it done. You got the home field advantage. I believe he has the better team. I believe he's just the better quarterback this year, man. He's the MVP for a reason. But, guys, this is my take on the Buccaneers versus the Packers NFC Championship game coming up this Sunday. I might even broadcast that for y'all, man. Tune in, man. Big Pat Sports Talk. You know I'm going to talk my talk no matter what anybody thought. Tune in to the next episode. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Like and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. And hit that bell, man, for more notifications and more videos like these, man. And this has been Big Pat Sports Talk. Peace.
I feel super high.